What's going on, everybody? I am the One Spike Estey, half of Ace Dynasty. Now, before we continue the video, I just want to give a quick shout out to my buddy Connor. Connor, you're doing a killer job with this podcast, showcasing all of the incredible talent across the Maritime wrestling scene. So keep up the good work, and I also want to just extend a quick thank you on my behalf, because you've followed me since the beginning of my journey. So for that, thank you very much. I appreciate everything you do. Keep up the good work. And now, you guys already know what it is. You are watching the State of the Maritime Wrestling Podcast.
It's the truth, the voice, the sound, the soul of the scene, where hearts are crowned. Connor Cook's name shakes the battleground, 'cause it's the state of maritime wrestling.
Hello and welcome to the State of Maritime Wrestling Podcast with your host, the one and only, the Maritime Wrestling Superfan, Connor Cook. Yes, I'm here to keep all of you covered on all of the news in the maritime wrestling scene. And so on this week's episode on the podcast, I will be covering all the results from 3 big shows going on with in IHW having 2 of the shows, and Kaizen Pro Wrestling, Whispering Madness. But before we start on that, I just want to say a big thank you to the One Spike Estey for the intro for this episode. It really means the world for all of your support for the podcast. It really means the world. I've been just working extra hard on the podcast, and plus I just have a lot of great things to say about Spike Estey. He's been on an amazing journey, especially getting more opportunities, like he's traveling up to Charlottetown, Prince Edward Island for Island Pro Wrestling. He'd be just wrestling going to the NBWA shows, wrestling there, wrestling in LPW up in Campbellton, Atholville, and Fredericton for Capital City Wrestling. And he's been having he had a lot of good feuds with all the promotions he's been to. And he's also held the NBWA Tag Team Gold titles with Slick McRick as Ace Dynasty, one of the amazing tag teams in CCW. Now, since there's Ace Dynasty and Crude Oil, they're feuding. So, and this specific feud is for the NBWA tag team belts. So I think there could be a title change for the Christmas Clash or something. But anyways, and also thank you, Spike, my man, for giving me a shout out. It really means the world to me too, man. You're an awesome guy. It really means a lot. And I'm just super proud of you for living your dream and all, and just getting better and better and learning from the best. And I always really enjoy your matches, man. I really do. But anyways, let's get on with the shows. So, IHW had their debut show in Hampton, New Brunswick, whereas IHW presents Bytor and the Snow Dog at the Mike Murphy Memorial Fieldhouse in Hampton, New Brunswick. So, the results for the matches are the opening match was a title match for the IHW Honor Championship. Fantana defeats Johnny Fugazi and retains. So, yeah, I'm really loving seeing the IHW gold around Fantana. It has been a while since I've seen him with some gold on him, since he was also the IPW Prince Edward Island champion, and the MBWA River Valley champion too. He's held that title too. And yeah, and now he's holding the IHW Honor Champion title championship. Freaking right. Next match, Karma Rain versus defeats Sierra Stone. Now I've actually seen Sierra Stone make her debut in North Pro. Man, she's amazing. She is an amazing heel. Really impressed me, especially when she wrestled Ronnie Payne. That was one of her best matches, but she's had actually wrestled Chantel and Ronnie Payne and Real Savage for wrestling for the RSPW Women's Championship. But I haven't yet to see Karma Rain, but I've seen a lot of like clips of her, like of her matches. Man, she looks amazing, and from she seems like a really good heel, amazing heel. Especially gets a lot of heat from the fans. Pretty cool, but she's also wrestled in Superstar of the Wrestling and so on. So that's pretty cool. So I'm really looking forward to seeing Karma Rain, if she's gonna be wrestling in anyways, just in general. Now, next match, Rugged Rick Owens defeats the Ultimate Male, Zane Valentine. The Dan Brothers defeats AWOL. And the main event was the IHW Heavyweight Championship, for which Chris Charters defeats the Albertan Clipper, Sharon, and retains the heavyweight title. So yeah, Chris Charters has been on a really good title reign with the IHW heavyweight title. It's really good. And man, I have a lot of great things to say about Charters. Dude, he's an amazing heel. In like some other other shows, including CCW too. But he gets the pop from the crowd in Riverview at the Riverview shows in IHW. But Chevron, the Albertan Clipper, what can I say about him? Such a badass. I, man, I've always really loved watching Chevron, whether it was in CCW or like some other like promotion, Island Pro Wrestling. Oh, he's one of my favorite heels, and especially since he is one half of the NBWA Tag Team, the two-time NBWA Tag Team Champions, with Startley Crew as Crude Oil. Uh, man, like he does get a lot of heat from the fans, and man, I just love it. But he is a really nice guy though too outside. Really nice guy. Uh, so then IHW also had their Harvest Brawl event at the Mirashee Kinsman Club in Mirashee, New Brunswick. And the results for the matches for this show, the opening match was once again was the IHW Honor Championship match once again, but this time it was a 2-on-1 handicap match or something. I think it was. So Fantana defeated the Ghost Ricky Mortis and TJ Miguel and retains the Honor Championship. Chevron defeated Patrick Persuasi. Shino defeated Logan Green. Rugged Rick Owens defeats the Mauler James Manning. Horsepower Hunter Sampson and Shane Butterlove beat Kirk Obey and Chris Charters. So I haven't yet to see TJ Miguel, but I'm mostly seeing like all the other guys like the Ghost Rick and Mortis, Chevron, Patrick Persuasi, Shino, OG, Rugged Rick Owens, the Mauler James Manning, Horsepower Hunter Sampson, Shane Butter Love, Kirk Obey, and Chris Charters, all in like other promotions. And yeah, but I have a oh man, Logan Green, dude. Oh man, he is another one of my all-time favorite heels. He's one of the most entertaining heels. I shouldn't say just heels, but he's just one of the most entertaining wrestlers in like Maritime wrestling. He's so good at getting the heat with his cocky attitude and just saying yeah baby and stuff like that. Oh, his swagger when it comes out, and his theme song is a good friggin' theme song. It fits him. And then the last show for this episode was it was the Kaizen Pro Wrestling. I should say the last wrestling show for this episode was Kaizen Pro Wrestling had their Whispering Madness, which was their last show of the year, which had a lot of big matches, a lot of big moments, especially a new, well, I shouldn't say new, but I'll just get on with it. So, opening match. Evan Givens beats Matt Kerr and James Ryder. Cindy Sweetie beats Justine Ward. After Sydney Sweetie sprays Justine in with perfume and gets the win. Next match was one of the biggest matches. It was Joey White versus Kobe Christ. Hair versus hair match. Holy, this is one of the biggest matches I would ever get. Like, Joey and Kobe have had feud together as like teacher versus student and all that. They've had a lot of big feuds. And holy, it ended up in a double pin after Superflex. So I don't know who won that, but it must have been a crazy freaking match. Especially with probably chunks of hair on the freaking canvas. Probably had to sweep it off. Oh man. But next match, Benoit Gravel defeats Dawson James in a Kumite match. So I guess Kumite is a new word, I guess, that Benoit learned. It's a weird storyline, but it would kind of sound like a Pokemon kind of name, Kumite. But then moving on to the main event. This main event was so it started out with Ryan Schimmel versus Ian Pratt versus Sebi in a triple threat match. After Joey White, and then Joey White gets added to the match due to an email from Tony Thorpe. Then during the match, Dawson James comes out and attacks Bobby. Or is it Bobby comes out? Or something like that, but Joey White and Bobby Boy had a lot. They had a big feud, especially for the Kaizen title. It's crazy. So Bobby must have came in, and then that's when Dawson James comes out and attacks Bobby. But then Sebi comes out to help Bobby. But as he gets hit in the head again with a wrench by a mysterious masked man. So the mysterious masked man, Joey White and Dawson attack Bobby, stealing a win, crowning Joey the Kaizen champion again. So Joey is now holding, like, I believe, 3 championships. He's the current, new NSPW Maritime champion, the new DIY wrestling champion, and now he's the new. Well, I don't know if it's a 2-time Kaizen champion, or I don't know how many times, but Joey White, dude, he's one of the best heels. He's amazing, right? He's amazing in the ring though too. And all the other guys like Benoit, Gravel, Bobby Boyette, Sebi, Matt Kerr, Dawson James and Ryan Schimmel, Ian Pratt. I've all seen them in wrestle in Northborough, but I haven't seen Evan Gibbons, James Ryder, Justine Ward, Sydney Sweetie, and yeah, I haven't seen all those guys yet, like Ken Frazier and all the newcomers yet. So, learning from the best and improving more. And so, on the side note, the mysterious masked man then reveals himself to be Eben Gibbons. What a shocking turn. The tables have turned from doing the winning the opening match against Matt Kerr and James Ryder to now, I guess, turning heel. Or maybe I'm not sure, but oof, must be a shocking moment. But it's one of the biggest moments. But then that's all of the results that I have for the shows. So now with the upcoming events, New Breed Wrestling will be having their last show of the year, which is going to be Main Event Mania, where the Big Pitcher will be making his final appearance in New Breed Wrestling, since his in-ring career has come to a go, but he's done an amazing job with just wrestling in the Maritimes, and so thank you, Chris, for everything you did to entertain us and to be the amazing wrestler that you were. But best wishes for you. And also Oliver Hansen will be returning to New Breed Wrestling after when he got fired at the last show. And then the main event that was announced on the card was Old School Andre Myatt and Shinzenko will team up in a tag team match and take on the New Breed Wrestling champion, Dan Howard and Chris Charters. Then you got the New Breed Wrestling Fighting Spirit champion, Sebi. Yeah, buddy! Gotta have to do one for ya, man. But then there's also the Rodeo Rockers, who are the current and New Breed Wrestling Tag Team Champions. Then HW Wrestling. HW will be having their hostility event at the Coverdale Rec Center in Riverview, New Brunswick. And so the cards, the matches on the poster that I saw, there were 3 matches on the card that are apparently going to be really good matches. One of them being the Perfect Storm, Ron Storm and Julian Young will be taking on the Hateful Dead, the Mauler James Manning, and the Ghost Ricky Mortis in a no holds barred match. And then Ronnie Payne, the current IHW women's champion, will be defending her the title against Stormy Hale, who will be making her IHW debut, since she's been mostly wrestling in Fredericton, well, Proceed Capital City Wrestling, New Brunswick Professional Wrestling Association, and Look Proceeds Wrestling, and even Island Pro Wrestling as well too. So a lot of shows on her belt. So it's pretty cool that she's getting more opportunities. She really impressed me when I saw her for the first time when she wrestled Sandra Lee. She was amazing. Such an amazing heel as well. And really good in the ring though too. She is learning from the best and getting better and putting those reps in and getting the matches on her belt. And the main event, the big match that everyone's been waiting for. The IHW Heavyweight Championship match, where the Hardwick Chris Charters will be defending the heavyweight title against Chip Chambers. So they've been feuding for a while since Chip Chambers turned on Chris Charters. And not only that, but he also turned heel, turned on Rudy in North Pro, which is crazy. It's like 2 times that he turned heel. And I think it's going to be really interesting to see him as a heel. But yeah. Then United Wrestling will be having their benefit show, their wrestling show, which is a benefit show for the Smith family. So that's pretty generous of the promoters to be doing a benefit show for a good cause. It's really nice. So, but for the matches, Daniel Wall will be taking on Ryan Denham. X-Ray Kyle Cruz will be taking on Vincent Tyler. Sydney Sweetie will be taking on Sidewalk Sam. Deuce will be taking on Riggs, since they are former tag team partners, Deuce and Riggs. And the main event, which is for the Annapolis Valley Championship, Robin McAllister will be defending the belt, the Annapolis Valley Championship, against Thad Howard. Then Capital City Wrestling, Clash 40, Christmas Clash, will be happening on December the 20th. For some of the matches on the card that I saw, Rugged Rick Owens, who is the winner of this year's Monster Mash Rumble, he will be taking a title shot at the Maritime Strongest Champion, Nick Strong, for the NBWA Heavyweight Championship. And the NBWA Women's Champion, the local girl, Salem Wilder, will be making her big return to the ring. And she will be defending her title once against, who knows, who could come out of the locker room, out in the back. The new River Valley champion, NBWA River Valley champion, Horsebar Hunter Sampson, will be defending the title, against who knows. The match hasn't been announced, but also the NBWA, two-time NBWA Tag Team Champions, Crude Oil, will be defending the tag team belts. I'm thinking it's gonna be a rematch. Ace Dynasty versus Crude Oil for the rematch for the tag team titles, and I predict that Ace Dynasty is gonna regain the tag team titles back, and so they're gonna be better than ever. Slick and Spike are gonna be better than ever and ready for a good time scrap. Well, I should say ready for a scrap with Crude Oil. Alright. And also, some big news. The former NBWA Women's Champion, Vanna Black, will be making her big return to Capital City Wrestling. So it's pretty big that she's going to be returning. Since she hasn't been at CCW ever since the last CCW show, where she was injured, where she had to vacate the women's title, and that's when the whole that's when Bitter Bia became the new NBWA Women's Champion, and that's when the whole feud with Salem Wilder and Bitter Bia Moss started. And then that's when so that's a pretty big name. But maybe she will be the opponent for Salem Wilder. Who knows? We'll just wait and see. East Coast Pro Wrestling will be having the 12 Slams of Christmas event, where for the matches, the ECBPW Women's Championship match was announced, which was the current ECPW Women's Champion, Vanessa Craven, will be defending the title against Katrina Creed. Moondog Dylan Davis will be defending the ECPW Heavyweight Champion title championship. The ECPW Celtic Roots champion, Justin Newhook, will be defending the title against Lincoln Steen. And who's all on the other card? Well, all on the card is Robbie McAllister, Chip Chambers, Shizenko, and lots more. Then you got North Pro Canadian Wrestling presents Broken Horizons back at the Titan Board Ballroom in Moncton, New Brunswick. And no matches has been announced, but I'm just going to do a little bit of some fantasy draft picking here. So I think my fantasy booking for North Pro, the Broken Horizons event, from the main event, I think it's gonna be the kid Rudy Lockhart will be challenging Giant Orion for the undisputed North Pro Championship. So that would be one big match. I think I can see Rudy Lockhart with the undisputed North Pro Championship. Then you gotta have the North Pro Northern Star Championship, of course. So Dawson James will definitely have a match for the to defend the Northern Star Championship, and for the tag team match, either it's VIP or not. I really think it would be the Hollywood Heathens versus the Durnings. I think that would be a really good fantasy fantasy match right there. Since they be the Hateful Dead, but there is like definitely AWOL is probably gonna have a match in the VIP or somewhere else. But who knows? Could see some people making their North Pro debut. But you never know though. And so that's the end of episode 25 of the State of Maritime Wrestling Podcast. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Make sure to go follow the State of Maritime Wrestling Podcast Facebook page and Instagram. And make sure to go subscribe to the State of Maritime Wrestling Podcast YouTube channel for more news that I cover on the maritime wrestling scene. Thank you, everyone, and have a great night.